Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, my name is Becky, and today is a very exciting video because we are going to be making something for Mother's Day. You can use this for Mother's Day or Valentine's Day or someone's birthday. Any book lover in your life, I think this would be a really great gift idea. If someone gave this to me, I know I would love it. And I thought, why not make one for my mom and my grandmother, who I call Nanny. The first time that I saw this is not an original idea. I saw this around Valentine's Day. There was some flower shops, I think, that were doing these, and I seen it on TikTok, and I thought, what a really good idea. This is like such a nice thing to do for someone that loves books, and I wanted to recreate it. So in a previous video, I mentioned that I went to my local library sale, and I also went to the thrift store and I bought a bunch of books for this specific project. So I'm going to show you first which books briefly that I picked up to put in both my nanny's and my mom's bouquet, and then we will get on to the supplies and then how to make this beautiful bouquet. Okay, so first off, for my nanny, I did find some books at the library sale. So I know some authors that my nanny does enjoy. So she does like reading Jodi Picoult, and this is called The 10th Circle. I also was very excited to find at this library sale Ellen Hilderbrand, because this is one of my nanny's favorite authors. I got her into Ellen Hilderbrand I think last summer, and she's told me that every time I see one of these books that she wants to read them. So I know she hasn't read this one. This is The Matchmaker. And then I was also surprised to see a Ruth Ware book. So this is The Death of Mrs. Westaway. So my nanny did read one of Ruth Ware's books and really enjoyed it. And then there was one that she found was a little bit too scary. So I thought she could try this one anyways. And it sounded interesting, so I would also like to read this one too. And then the last one, I believe, from the library book sale was another Ellen Hilderbrand, and this is Summerland. And then from the thrift store, I found The Hotel Nantucket, which is actually Ellen Hilderbrand's newest release, I believe. So that will also be going in her bouquet. So there's 3 Ellen Hilderbrand and then 2 other books as well. So I'm going to do 5 in each of the bouquets. And then from my mom, I got her some thrillers, and then I also got a memoir. So the first one is a thriller, and this is The Girl from Window Hills by Megan Miranda. I got The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lapina. And then I heard a lot of good things about these 2 books, and these are kind of books that would be up my mom's alley. So I think this one is more classified as like a literary fiction. So this, I'm gonna butcher this. The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. And I've heard a lot of really good things. I've heard this one is heartbreaking as well. It's set back in Nazi Germany. And then I got this memoir, which is called Educated by Tara Westover. So my mom really likes memoirs, so I've heard some really good things about this one. At the thrift store, I got a couple of books for myself, which I've already showed in another book haul, but at the thrift store, if you buy 4, you get a 5th book for free. So I got One by One by Ruth Ware and The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. So I'm still trying to figure out which one I'm gonna put in my mom's bouquet. She can obviously read both of them, but because I think these are the same size. So we'll get to that. Next order of business is the supplies. So the flowers, it's currently a week before Mother's Day. So the flowers I'm gonna get the day before and put those in the bouquet the day before, just so they don't die. But I have all of the other supplies. So the first supply is this transparent wrap. So it's like cellophane. And all of these supplies I got from either Dollar Tree or Dollarama, which is like the Canadian version of Dollar Tree, but it's also some of the things are up to like $5. So at Dollar Tree, I got these huge skewers, which are gonna be like the main ones to hold the books. And then I got these smaller wooden dowels to put as an additional support, and you can also just use skewers, but I found these in the craft section at Dollar Tree. And then for the whole bouquet, I'm going to use a variety of different wrapping papers. So you can pick whatever colors you want, but I have pink and purple, and then I'm also going to use some brown craft paper that I have in that closet. These wrapping papers were from Dollar Tree. And then from Dollarama, I got these kind of ribbon sort of bows, and then I'm also going to use like regular ribbon to like help tie this around and also keep everything together. So that is all the supplies. So the first order of business is to wrap all of the books. So the first part of this project is wrapping all the books, which I think was the most time consuming. So I used some Scotch tape to help keep the cellophane on the books, and I just went and wrapped each book one by one. I actually decided to watch a show while I was doing this, and it made the process go by a little bit quicker. Once I finished wrapping all of the books, I laid them out to see what kind of placement I wanted, and then I went ahead and started taping down the large wooden dowels first. At first I tried using Scotch tape, but as you'll see here, I decided to switch to packing tape. The Scotch tape just didn't hold enough, and I was nervous that the sticks would come right off, so the packing tape for sure is going to be a lot more secure. So I went and did each book one by one. And then for the 3 books that were going to be in the back row, I used these smaller wooden dowels to make it more sturdy, so that when you lifted the whole thing, that they wouldn't fall apart. And this was actually a really good idea to do this. It was still pretty heavy, but I think this gave it some extra support, and I'm also using the packing tape here to really make it all secure. That's also why you want to wrap the books, because that way you won't ruin the books with the tape and it just comes off very easily. So this is what the skeleton ended up looking like. And then a week later, the day before, I went to the superstore and I picked up a variety of little flowers. I decided to pick 2 colors of carnations, one pink and one white, and then these other flowers that were a bit of like a light purple. And then this was the morning of, so for the first wrapping paper, I used the pink kind of inverted so that you could see the pink peeking out from behind the books. And then these 2 little bags that I got from the flower store, I will show you what I'm using with that later, but then I divided up the flowers into 2 little bouquets, and then with that little plastic bag, I wrapped that around the dowels and the bouquet, and then used an elastic to secure it, and that really helped all of the flowers stay in place, and then also kept it secure in the bouquet. And then the second color of wrapping paper, I inverted it the other way, so now that you can see the purple sticking out and you can see the pink sticking out. And then I just used the craft paper over top of the purple and left some of the purple peeking out. And then I used this ribbon that I got from Dollarama. I used both the purple and this pink polka dot, and I cut those pieces and tied it around the bottom of the bouquet. And then I just took my scissors and curled the ends of the ribbon. I also secured it down with a little bit of the packing tape, and then I went in with the little bows and put a purple one and a pink one, and then fluffed them around so that they mixed together. And once I was done making both the bouquets, I just stuck the cards that I got for them into the brown paper of the bouquet. And so this is the finished product. I think they came out really lovely. And the one thing I will say is when picking them up, make sure to be very careful and to give them a lot of support under the books. But here is my mom and my nanny's reaction.
Aww!
Oh, isn't
My
that
God, look
beautiful?
at Becky.
Look at the book.
It's a bouquet. Can I pick it up?
It's really heavy.
Oh,
Hold on.
well, I won't pick it up
The
then.
books come with it?
Yeah, no, they're just decoration.
Aww.
And so as you saw, they both really loved this present, and we had a really nice Mother's Day, and we went out for dinner, and I just felt really good to be able to give something to two of the most special ladies in my life. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.